What's up, guys? My name is Chaotic. Back at you guys with Live What a Day. Coming at you guys with a video about drinking alcohol for the first time, man. It's my first time getting faded, man. Now, this took place back when I used to live in, Menifee, California. Actually, this is in 8th grade, okay? So, I didn't really try alcohol too young, you know. I was 13 years old. I think I was actually, I don't know, actually. I think I was 14. Man, yeah, okay. I was 14 when I first tried alcohol. I tried it not too young, thankfully, but I didn't really care for it much. I just kind of grew up not really around it in that much. I'm pretty sure I would have tried it a lot earlier than that. But I tasted beer when I was younger, but I just didn't understand why adults like this shit so much. So then came the phase of high school and thus after, drugs. So yeah, I tried this shit when I was 14, and I'm gonna talk about the first time I ever did it, and basically the most drunk I ever got. This is probably the most drunk I ever got. Okay, I've never been this fucking sauced. Okay, actually, I have. At that one party I threw, that was like Project X. I did get this drunk, but this time, this and only this time did I actually get severely sick. Like I could have possibly died. Very dangerous. So yeah. Let's get right into it, man. Hope you guys are enjoying this gameplay. And yeah, man, I am back. Been a little busy lately. There's gonna be less frequent uploads, but I'm still gonna upload as much as I possibly can. And yeah, whenever I want. I just want to make shit fresh. I don't want to make shit bad. I want to make shit sound awesome when I come back on this mic and for you guys. So yeah, there's that too. Anyways, let's get right to the story about getting out the most faded, and also my first time on alcohol. Now, this day started out pretty normal. I was actually I was virgin at everything pretty much. The only thing I think I tried was cigarette, but I was pretty much a virgin to all drugs. Okay, I didn't even try weed yet. Now, I don't know which one I did first. I did try alcohol before weed. I remember that. So, yeah, this is before I tried weed. Now, the alcohol we had was Sky Vodka, okay? This shit fucked me up. I don't know why, but this guy had so much alcohol in his motherfucking house. This dude had some rich motherfucker. I don't know what his mom, I don't know what his mom did as a living, but they had a good house and they had good money, apparently. I think she was married. I'm not sure. But with that kind of house, I think they were married. Or, at least two people in that household, not one. Because that's California. And this shit's expensive there. So this is 10 years ago. Probably a lot more expensive now. But anyway, so it wasn't that bad, in this house. It was a nice house. It was pretty spacious. I proceeded to start getting drunk. Me and this friend, chose to play this game of blackjack, right? Now, every time I lost the game of blackjack, I had to drink this little cup of vodka. And it kind of got funny because I just kept losing. So every time I lost, I just kept drinking this fucking cup of vodka. Now, being so young and inexperienced, I didn't know how many shots were in this fucking bottle, this cup. But I drank all of that shit, right? And oh man, I swear, I think this dude was trying to get me to fucking get too drunk. I think he was really trying to see me get fucked up more than him. But he was just as fucked up as me. But I was obviously more, okay? He did not drink as much. He did not drink as much as me. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, so I'm probably like about halfway done with this little cup of vodka. And I'm just there fucking disgusted. This shit is disgusting, my friend. I just didn't like it, man. Honestly, that shit was just putrid, okay? It was really, really, really hard to fucking take in. Very hard to take in, man. But, shit, man. Anyways, yeah, the alcohol was kicking in. I was starting to get really slowed down, and I was like, man, is this how it feels? This feels weird, I don't really know, but I think this is the only alcohol I did drink that night. I think I took a few shots. Actually, I did mix alcohol that night because of the hangover I had. There's a certain hangover that you know you have when you mix alcohol versus others, and that's the type of shit I had right there. Fucking really killer hangover. Anyways, yeah, I mix different liquors, and that's just what you get, man. So I'm there putting down some Fireball, drinking some fucking vodka. Who knows what else I was drinking, bro? I was going crazy. Anyways, I'm fucking. This is probably about an hour later. We're still playing blackjack, and I proceed to keep drinking that motherfucking cup every time I lost that game, and I was sauced. Least to say, man. Okay, I mean, man, I could have probably died. Anyway, so I kill that cup, right? You know, not long. It doesn't take that long to do it because relatively, I mean, time kind of went by really slow during that time period. But now I think about it, I killed that shit pretty damn quickly. So it's no wonder I got so fucking sick and drunk. So about an hour passes. I'm done with that cup, and then this is when I start feeling everything. Okay, I really start feeling shit like bad. And I start getting. First, it was fun, okay? Like, I'll admit, the first few hours were fun, but then I got quickly too drunk. Now, getting that drunk, I think you literally poison yourself. You feel like you're dying. I felt like I was dying. I felt like being, like, what it's like to be sick. Like, I like, that's the only thing I could correlate it to at the time, is me being severely sick. Now, it felt. I knew it wasn't like a true sickness, like a fever or like a flu would give you, right? It was like just. Oh man, it was bad. Okay, let me get into the first thing I felt that was negative. So when you overdose that much on alcohol, apparently when you're not even used to it and never even consumed it, some various fuck shit happens to you. Okay. First thing, you get dizzy as hell. Second thing, you just start. Everything gets really, really slow and dizzy. You lose all fucking coordination. You're not even talking intelligibly anymore. You're fucking talking like a muttering, like, fuck, okay? You just like, can't even talk. You're just there, like a zombie in a zombie comatose state, nearly throwing up on yourself. Now, luckily, when I started throwing up, I didn't throw up on myself. I actually wasn't laying down. I was laying up. So, when I started throwing up, I didn't choke on my vomit, but it was bad, okay? And it was also unexpected. I also couldn't really expect that to get me that drunk, because this is my first time getting fucking drunk. That was horrible. Now, I didn't know I was going to throw up that motherfucking much, bro, but I did, and I threw it bad. So, he's surprised, but I'm like, dude, you didn't know I fucking drank a lot more than you. And he's like, yeah. Well, so he's like, yeah, and I have to clean that up. But like, I really needed to throw up. It was projectile vomit, okay? At this point, there's no way I was gonna keep that shit down my motherfucking stomach because it was horrible, dude. So I was just gone, okay? Now, when I did that, I felt a relief. When I threw up all that alcohol that was probably also not digested all the way yet, my body's just like, nope, man. This is about probably 3 hours into this excursion, right? So I got drunk very fast, okay, very quickly, and then the whole rest of the night is bad, okay. The whole rest of the night, I'm feeling like death. I'm feeling like super sick. At this point, the alcohol, the rest of it is digesting. I am. Just the most sick I've ever been. I can't even keep food down. So, all I could really keep down, like, barely even water down. So, all I really could keep down is, like, some bread. So, they gave me some bread to help absorb some of that alcohol, put something in my stomach other than just fucking alcohol. And, yeah, man, I just proceeded to, like, just lie there like a dead fish. Like a fish just brought out on the water. Like, fresh brought out of water. And you're like, like, you're fucking just, you're out of it, dude. Like, you almost can't, you need to, you're trying to stay awake, you're not trying to die, and you don't even know what the fuck is going on. Like, you're almost on the verge of passing out at this point, and, you just feel super dehydrated, okay? Like, it's just ungodly dehydrated amount. Like, it's just really bad to drink that much alcohol that fast and that young. Luckily, I survived. That's why I'm here telling the story. And I didn't throw up any more that night. I actually managed to keep everything pretty good. Like, relatively good. Okay? And, man, I had a killer fucking hangover the next day. Man, I was just... Oh, man, dude. It was horrible, okay? The way I woke up was bad. Like, I wasn't even fully done with the hangover yet, you know? So the whole rest of that next day, I was on the hangover, man. And I was just needing to eat food, drink water, do all that crazy, various shit that I needed to do. And, yeah, I needed to do a lot of that. Anyways, so, yeah, man. Water was in my stomach. I was not getting sick anymore. I felt sick the rest of the day because it was just not so great, man. It was not my day. It was really not. I just had drunk all that alcohol. All that vodka was in my system. It obviously poisoned the fuck out of me. I felt like I was missing some brain cells when I woke up. It was pretty fucked, man. And I just really had to grow from that because those experiences really mark the beginning of this channel, in a way, because it was the first time I ever did a substance other than, anything else. Like, it's the first time I ever did a substance, like a real substance, a real drug. And to me, like, at the time, it didn't really feel like a hard drug, but alcohol is the hardest drug there is, man, and it's the most socially acceptable as well. And it's a very dangerous, toxic drug, man. And I thought I'd tell the first story of how I got faded, the most faded, because this is a good story to tell people of what not to do when you first get faded. First time trying alcohol, do not fucking drink multiple alcohols, do not binge drink, do not do all this liquor in your stomach, bro. It's just not gonna mix well, it's gonna fuck up everything, you're gonna projectile vomit all over something or someone, and they're gonna hate you. And then you're gonna learn a lesson and you're gonna have to be embarrassed. But anyways, it's just a lesson, man. You know, I'm sure this happens to a lot of people, but I tended to not ever do this again. Like, whenever I get this drunk, I never do it again. Like, I fucking hate it. So I've only been this probably 3 times in my life. Been super fucking drunk to where I was thrown up because of it. And I've hated it every single time. And I've counted them all. And I'm keeping track. I'm not going to make sure I get that drunk and get that sick. Because I fucking hate the feeling. And because I work out and try to be healthy. Try to preach harm reduction and safety to people. I do not want anybody doing some dumb fuckery shit. You can die. You can definitely die from binge drinking. And I could have died that night, man. I'm glad my ass fucking handled that shit. Okay? It just shows how much the human body can handle. But I also am glad I didn't drink enough to kill myself. Or, you know, there would have been a hospital trip booked and a hefty price paid to get the stomach pumped. But anyways, yeah. Sort of pretty much overdosed on this alcohol, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's more than getting too faded. I overdosed. And yeah, okay, every time you get that drunk, just think of it as an overdose, okay? It's a fucking overdose. Don't think it's not. The only thing you could probably get away with overdosing is weed. For some reason, psychedelics like weed, and they just don't, it's not the same overdose when you overdose, you know? It's just not the same. It can't kill you. They can make you think they kill you, but really it's your ego that's dying. Now, with drugs like alcohol, benzo, you can actually fucking die. So be careful about taking those drugs. And take some psychedelics, man. Psychedelics really do stop addiction. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and staying high, stay lifting, you know. Preaching harm reduction, doing the best I can on this channel because I love you guys. Just trying to do my bit, man, in this life. I've had so many experiences that I am doing actually worse if I am not sharing them because I could probably help out someone out there and, you know, everybody can, you know what I'm saying. And I hope no one, a lot of people like misinterpreting what I say as well. Just because I say something on the mic does not mean that is what I do in my life. And that does not mean that's who I am every day, you know. I'm a normal person. You only have to live normal lives to live at all. So you can't just be a druggie your whole life. So I'm just saying. Now, yeah. Don't take everything out of context that I say. You know, that can help anyone out there. That goes for anybody. Okay? Don't take any context out that you don't know what it is about. Please understand what you're watching first before commenting. Now, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay high, stay lifted, and yeah, man. Peace out to the next one.